147 Mark 390, positive offset and appeal tone of 114 Mark 8. We meet here every Wednesday and Sunday night, lighting up the nighttime airwaves. The net starts at 10 o'clock. This is the pre-net. I'm going to take all the check-ins, line them up, and Dustin takes over at the top of the hour, and he's going to knock them down with the trivia questions tonight from Josh and Lucy. So, I'm going to take a couple rounds of check-ins, and I'll see who's sticking around. If you're sticking around, save your best material for the net. If you're not, let us know what's going on, and we'll get your ticket punched and get you in and out of here. So, before we get anything started, we got to go through the net control team tonight, make sure everybody's equipment is working, what I like to call the Mickey Mouse roll call. Start with Dustin tonight. KD8 EPC, KD8 SLG. Good evening, Dustin. How you doing?
KD8 SLG and the Beacon Net pre-show. Good evening, Nick. I am glad to have you back, my friend. Somebody else did a great job covering you, but it's not quite the same as when me and you get to have fun on Wednesdays there. So glad to have you back. We got a cold beverage, and we'll be ready for the big show. With that, this is KD8 EPC. Back to pre-net control.
I got a frosty fresca, and we had fun this afternoon on the Boredom Breaker Net. We'll have some more fun tonight. It's great to be back, and many thanks to everybody who filled in for me the last several months. Sound good, Dustin. Going to clear with KD8 EPC. Let's see if Nick's out there. KE8QKO with no responsibilities whatsoever. Good evening, Nick. You out there?
W8WKY.
KE8QKO, KD8SLG. You there, Nick? Well, I heard something shuffle there, but it wasn't Nick. Let's move on to Josh. W8HRF, KD8SLG. Good evening, Josh. You got trivia or you got alt trivia tonight? Let me know.
KD8SLG, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick. It is good to hear you back at the reins here. I have main, Lucy has alt, and I just walked in the door from Michigan. So after a 4.5-hour drive, we are home and ready to go for the Beacon Net. So, pass it back to you, sir. Good to hear you again. KD8SLG, W8HRF.
Keep that package from Michigan safe for me, if you would, please, Josh. Got you down for main trivia tonight, Lucy, for alt trivia. And, man, I got to tell you, and you will appreciate this more than anybody, I miss my headset and foot pedal. So if my voice starts fading, it's probably because I lack microphone discipline and I'm wandering away from my face. So everybody keep up with me tonight, and I'll do my best to keep up with you. All right, going to clear with WHRF. Let's say hi to Lucy. KE8YUK, KD8SLG. Hi, Lucy. How you doing?
KD8SLG, KE8YUK. Don't know what that key up was. Wasn't me. Good to hear you. It's great to have you back. Hopefully recovery will go continuously well for you, despite the physical torture. Yeah, I've got all trivia. We should be all set for tonight. Josh brought home Panda Express, which is just amazing. Super excited. And I don't know, that's pretty much it. I'll keep keep the rest of my 2 cents until the end of the net. Back to you, KE8. Wow. KE8YUK, KD8SLG.
All right, Lucy, looking forward to what you've got for alt trivia tonight. We're going to clear KE8YUK, and last but not least, we've got Eric, KE8VZA, with no responsibilities whatsoever. Eric, you out there with us tonight?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA, mobile.
Yes, I'm out here. I'm coming through the 015. It's kind of a toss-up between 015 and 700, so I figured I'd try 015. So, yeah, I'm going to stick around for the net. I'm probably 5 minutes from the house or maybe a little more, give or take. I'll be there on the Beacon Net pre-show with a big P. KEA VZA, back to net control.
All right, Eric. You drive safe there, buddy. And, yeah, 015 is working fine for you. And there's other random key-ups from earlier. One was the Freedom Network, and the other was the Racknerd Hub in Texas. So we'll see if that continues tonight. Hope not. All right, Eric. Well, drive safe. Make it home. We'll talk to you later on. We're going to clear K8VZA. And so now we can get this party started. I've harvested some people from talking to them in the blue screen before the net started. So let me know. I'll let you know who those people are. And then we'll take some check-ins. WB4AIZ Chuck is in and out. K0KDW Brad. KD2HCE Chris was in and out. K5CFY is on there. KC3SEG Greg. Good to see you, man. K8OWX Thomas is in and out. KF8G Brian is in there. K8MNT Tom was in and out. We got K8VOX Scott, WV3K Phil, and KI5TAQ all on the list. Who else is out there? This is KD8SLG. I'm listening.
This is KG5FGN, Kilo Golf 5, Foxtrot Golf November, Michael in Oglesby, Texas. I'm in and out.
This is November 5, Sierra Golf Juliet. November 5, Sierra Golf Juliet. Dawn in Waco, Texas.
And I'm going to stay to play.
You guys have a great net. Great hearing you back on the air. 7-3 to everybody. WA8 KOC back to net.
2 Delta Lima Bravo in Tenary County, Ohio. Over.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Lima Brad in Waco. I will be in and out, sir. Thank you.
All right, let me pick it up here, please. We're not off to a good start. I got KG5FGN, Mike was in there. I got N5SGJ, Don, I got you in there. Somebody else was keyed up under Michael. I completely missed that one. And at the last station, I didn't catch anything at all. And then I was talking over somebody. So, here we go. There's 2 people in there that I missed. 3 people I missed completely. Oh, yeah, toss up. Go for it.
This is KJ5, Whiskey Yankee Juliet, Juliet, Sierra, going for it. Kilo, stepping on somebody or being stepped on. W2JLS.
KD8SLG, Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC, Fred and Akron. I'll be in and out this evening. Have a great net, Nick. Good to hear you back on the air. 7-3 to everybody.
November 5, Lima Romeo.
I got WAKOC Fred out of that. I got a KJ5 who got cut off, and it looks like somebody's keying up over me right now. KJ5, something. Come back, please. You were in and out.
KJ5, KVQ, that's KJ5, KVQ, Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Victor Quebec. In and out.
Juliet 5, Foxtrot Lima, Brad in Waco, Texas. I'll be in and out.
This is Kilo Alpha 8, Lima Yankee Juliet, KA8, LYJ, Bob in Barberton. I've got a hot cup of tea and plan to stay to play.
There. FLL, your prefix is getting cut off every transmission. If you would please key up for a second or two, give me your full call sign, please. Then hang on for a second or two after, so nothing gets cut off.
This is Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Lima, Brad in Waco, Texas. I will be in and out, sir. 7-3.
Thanks, Brad. I got you that time, man. I think your KJ5 got covered up by somebody else's beginning, so got you in there fully this time. Thank you, man. And K8LYJ got you in there as well. All right, we're going to try this one more time. Anybody else out there want to get on there? K8SLG, I'm listening.
W2.
This is November 5, Lima, Kilo, Romeo. November 5, Lima, Kilo, Romeo, Ken, Moody, Texas, in and out.
Good evening, just Nick. Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8 KOC. Fred at Akron, I'll be in and out this evening. You folks have a great net. 7-3 to everybody. WA8 KOC.
This is Kilo Charlie 7 Juliet Charlie Victoria. I repeat, KC7 JCV Spencer in Richmond.
All right, I got N5 LKR, Ken in Texas, and I got KC7 JCV Spencer. Got you in there as well. Ken was in and out. Let's start working the list and see who's sticking around tonight. And Uncle Fred, I'll get you on the list in just a second there, buddy. Let's go up to talk to Brad, K0KDW, KDSLG. How you doing tonight, Brad? Are you sticking around for the big show? Double.
Add one more to your list, Nick. KSFQV.
And like you said at the beginning, if you're around, we'll save comments for later. So with that, I'll catch everyone, I guess, at the top of the main show. K0KDW.
Oh, Brad, I got you sticking around. I figured as much. And, Mark, got you on the list, man, but wait till I'm asking for people, please. KD2ACE was in and out. Chris was in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Chris. Let's go out to Tulsa, see what Ray's up to. K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Ray? You sticking around for the big show?
KSLG in the net, K5CFY. Good to hear the dynamic duo back on the radio today on the Border Breaker net and again tonight on the Beacon net. I'll definitely be hanging around. Back to you there, Nick. Like I said, good to hear you on the radio. K5CFY.
All right, man. We had fun this afternoon like we always do. As always, thanks for having us out there on the Boredom Breaker net. Going to clear with K5CFY who's sticking around. Let's talk to Greg. Oh, man, it looks like your address finally updated on here, Greg. KC3SEG, KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Greg? You sticking around?
Good evening to you, Nick. KC3SEG, Panama City Beach, Florida. Yeah, we'll be sticking around. Keep me in, and looking forward to that. And it's good hearing you, Nick. KC3SEG, back over to net control.
Good to talk to you too there, Greg. It's been a minute. Got you sticking around. We're going to clear KC3SEG. K8OWX, Thomas was in and out. Next we got KF8G, Brian. Brian, are you still awake, and are you going to stay up and play trivia with us tonight?
Yep, I'm still here. Boy, oh boy, you were sure having the check-in mess there, weren't you? Wow. Oh, by the way, I had the chick magnet out today, just so you know. KF8G.
Tis the season, Brian. Tis the season. And yeah, today just went too smoothly on the Border Breaker net. I've got you sticking around. Stick around, Brian. It's fun. We're going to clear with KF8G. K8MNT. Tom was in and out. You're listening to the BeaconNet pre-show here on the WWKY repeater in Doylestown. I'm KD8SLG, and next we're going to talk to Scott, KD8VOX, KD8SLG. Scott, do you have enough coffee to stick around and play trivia with us tonight?
Absolutely there, Nick. This K8 to VOX. I got enough coffee and even made the pot for tomorrow morning again already. So I'm set, waiting and raring to go. So I'll be there. K8 VOX, back to neck control.
All right, Scott, I'm still going to expect you to be up dark and early tomorrow morning, so you know. We're going to clear with K8VOX who's sticking around. Let's go back to Phil, Canal Fulton, WV3K, KDSLG. Phil, do you have enough juice to stay up and play trivia with us tonight? WV3K, KDSLG. If you don't answer, I'm going to take that as a no. Right, we're marking Phil as in and out tonight, WV3K. I did talk to him before the pre-net started. And let's go back out to Oklahoma. Talk to Taco Tim, KI5TAQ. How are you tonight, Tim? Are you sticking around?
Well, good evening, Nick. Yes, sir, I am. I'm sticking around. All we need now is Alan, but like I posted on the blue screen, he's in the belly of a plane, being like Jonah, and in training mode, or I should say, training of the trainees. So I'll catch you all later. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, go bang on the belly of that plane and see if you can get Alan to understand code. We'll talk to you later, Tim. KI5TAQ sticking around. Let's go out to Texas. Michael, KG5FGN. Sorry, a little rough getting you in here. How are you tonight? You gonna stick around and play trivia with us? KG5FGN, KDSLG.
KG5FGN.
There you are, Michael. We got you in there. Good evening, Mike. How are you? I don't know if you were in and out during that mess, but if you weren't, are you going to stick around and play trivia with us tonight?
Unfortunately, no, but I like what I'm sitting here hearing, and how often do you do this? When can I catch you the next time around?
All right, man, we're here every Wednesday and Sunday night at 10 o'clock Eastern. That's 9 o'clock your time, I guess. And we start doing early check-ins a half hour before the net starts and line everything up so it goes a little quicker during the net. And you're coming in on the Rack Nerd hub, and you guys have been hooking up pretty regularly, so that's when you should be able to find us.
Copy that. Where are you out of?
Well, this repeater is located in Doylestown, Ohio.
All right, I was trying to figure out if it was Ohio, Wisconsin, or Pennsylvania. So, outstanding. I will try to catch you all next Wednesday. Unfortunately, I've got to go ahead and call it night here shortly. I've got stuff I need to do early in the morning, but y'all have a great trivia on the air tonight, and I'll try to catch you next week. KG5FGN, 73 stall. I'm clear.
Awesome, Michael. We'll be listening for you, and I got you tagged in and out tonight. Talk to you next time. I'm going to clear with KG5FGN, and next up we got Donald out in Texas. N5SGJ, it's KD8SLG. You going to stick around tonight in Waco, or are you just stopping in to say hi?
Hello, Sam, and the Beacon Net. I'm going to stick around tonight. We'll talk to you and Dustin here in a little bit. N5SGJ.
Cool, Michael. Or Donald, excuse me. Yeah, we're less than 10 minutes away from the start of the net now, so stick around. It'll be a good time. We're going to clear with N5SGJ. And this next one didn't resolve for me, so I may need some help. I had KJ5KVQ. KJ5KVQ. This is KD8SLG. If that's right or if it's close, let me know.
That is correct. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Victor Quebec. This is my first day as a ham radio operator. Got my FCC license today, and I'm out of Tulsa, or I'm actually out of Claremore, Oklahoma.
Well, fine business, man. Congratulations on getting your ticket. And that's probably why you're not resolving here on NetLogger for me. You may be a little slow getting into the system. I know a couple of KF8s that got their licenses over the weekend, and they just got their tickets as well. So congratulations and welcome to the show. Claremore is a good place to be. If you're around in the afternoon, you got to check out the Border Breaker Net.
W8WKY.
Thank you. I appreciate that. 73. KJ5, KVQ.
All right, man. Stick around for the net. Dustin will give you a holler later. You can answer a couple of trivia questions for fun. You'll love it. Going to clear with KJ5 KVQ. Congratulations once again. Let's go talk to my brother from another mother. W2JLS KD8SLG. How are you tonight, John? You guys stick around?
K88SLG, W3JLS. Hey, yeah, buddy, I'm going to count me in there. It's good to hear the two of you back live on the air. So, yeah, I'll hang in there. And, yeah, a lot of train wrecks, man. The popularity is huge tonight, maybe the return. Anyway, yeah, count me on the list. Thanks, Nick.
W2JLS KD8SLG. Yeah, John, that was a rough one. Not having multiple screens in front of me and a couple of radios running so I can compare things isn't doing me any good. So I got you sticking around. Good to hear you, man. Going to clear with W2JLS. And we had W8KOC. Fred was in and out. KG5FLL. Brad in Texas was in and out. And we got Bob out in Barberton. KA8LYJ. KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Bob? You got a cup of tea, or are you going to stick around and play trivia with us at the top of the hour?
KD8SLG, K8LYJ. Good to hear you back in the helm there, Skipper. Yeah, I got a hot cup of tea, and I'm planning to play trivia tonight.
All right, cool, Bob. I got you sticking around tonight. Going to clear with K8LYJ. We had Ken in Texas, N5LKR was in and out. And next on the list, we got Spencer out in Texas. KC7JCV, this is KD8SLG. How are you tonight, Spencer? What's going on? And you guys stick around for trivia at the top of the hour.
KC7JCV. Unfortunately, I will not be sticking around. I got a few errands to run. But thank you for running on that, 73.
All right, man. Well, thanks for stopping by, and come back again some night when you can stick around. It's a good time. We're going to clear KC7JCV. And next on the list, we got Uncle Fred. K8QFT, KD8SLG. How are you, Uncle Fred? What sports can you update me on that I don't know anything about tonight? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yes, I will be around here, Nick, if you can hear me. I had to say, welcome back. You transfer your ticket out. I know, that's corny. That's pretty funny, huh? Anyhow, of the Guardians one. KE8QFT, back to net control.
All right, Uncle Fred, you'll have to keep me updated through the year. I guess baseball season has started, or something. That's what the Guardians are, I think. Fred, good to hear you. And you sound fine, man. So don't touch any dials on that radio. We're going to clear with KE8QFT. Next up, we got Mark North of the Marks, KC8FQV, K8SLG. Good evening, Mark. How are you? Are you going to stick around?
Well, yeah, I'll stick around. You know, Fred should have checked into the Cars Net tonight. They had a trivia question about baseball. Yeah, they had a trivia question about baseball and the first day of it. So, I'll send it, first day, always the president does that somewhere. So, we'll send it back your way, Nick, and KCFQV.
Alrighty there, Mark. Hey, you stick around. You'll have to give Fred your list of nets so he can start following you around. We're going to clear with KC8FQV, who I'm sure is going to be here later. And that takes me down to my buddy Andy. Haven't heard you since this afternoon, man. AB8MO, KD8SLG. How are you, Andy? You going to stick around and play with us tonight?
KD8SLG, this is AB8MO. I think so. Yeah, well, you know, for an animal like a cat or a dog, you know, an afternoon it could be just like an eternity. So I know my cat, you know, she acts like she hasn't seen me in forever once I walk out of the room for 5 minutes. So very good there. I'll stick around. What more can I say? You might actually get done on time. KD8SLG, this is AB8MO.
Oh, Andy, I'm getting done on time, for sure. And yeah, the animal perception of time is very, very warped. Audrey went out today and was doing some stuff with one of her friends and left the dog here with me, Charlotte, for about 4 hours. And she didn't move from the same spot, just moping the whole time because Mom wasn't here. Acted like it was months. Good to hear you, Andy. Glad you're sticking around. We're going to clear with AB8MO. I'm going to give a holler out to somebody I've been chatting kind of with in the blue screen. KF8AUO. Jeff, are you out there? And do you want on the list tonight?
This is KF8AUO Jeff in Randolph Township. Yeah, I'm here. I will not be able to stick around, unfortunately. Early morning. Great to be with you guys. I'm new to the hobby. I've listened a long time. Just started making a few contacts. And I certainly would appreciate a report on how I sound.
All right, Jeff, I talked over you for the first couple of seconds because I was just quick on the trigger there. But understood every word you had to say. There's some hash and a little bit of bacon fry in there with you, but your voice definitely overtakes it. And it's working great, man. So get on the radio and be radioactive. Push that push to talk, and we'll be listening for you. We're going to clear with KF8AUO. And I don't have my clock with the second timer on it on the Yaesu 400. So I'm guessing it's almost the top of the hour. So I'm just going to toss it over there. Thanks to everybody who participated here in the pre-net, as it were. Dustin's got 30 of us lined up, so it's time for him to light up the nighttime airwaves. KD80BC, this is KD8SLG. Light them up, Dustin.
Thanks, Nick. Nick. Happy to have you back, and thanks again for doing the pre-show and the logging this evening. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 at Echolink W8WKY.
Okay, did I get stepped on, or
they direct
Dustin
net all
just not
traffic
there? KD8EPC, KD8SLG, light them up,
We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins. So if you don't get in the first time, just stand by and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. We ask you to keep for a couple seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking questions, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now.
Well, we'll just get things started without Dustin. QST, calling all amateurs to the Beacon Net, not pre-show. Yeah, we meet here every Wednesday and Sunday on the W8WKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with PL tone of 114.8, sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. This is a linked system, so everybody please key up for a second or two before you start talking. Hang on for a second or two after, so that everything has a chance to catch up and we can hear everything you have to say. All right, I'm getting a message that Dustin was there and I'm talking over him. So, let me back out of here. Dustin, take it away.
Now that everything's dropped there, let me just confirm. W8HRF, KD8EPC. Josh, can you hear me? Am I making it through everywhere?
Yes, sir. You sound good. Just the first time, I'm assuming you didn't come through on Allstar, so you sound good now, Dustin. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. Well, all right, not sure what happened there, but we'll try this again. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I'll be your net control for the evening. We meet here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net, and all traffic must pass through net control. All stations are welcome to check in, and we'll take multiple rounds of check-in, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, Fireside, and various other networks. We ask you to key for a couple seconds before and after you transmit, so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. Stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo, Echo 8, Bravo, Hotel Quebec, KE8, BHQ, Benjamin, Mobile.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor, K6KJV, Kevin in Valley Springs, California.
Right, I'll take them a couple at a time. We have BHQ Ben in the mobile, and we have K6KJV Rev Kev. Do we have any other check-ins? Please call now.
KF8, DTA, Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff, and Coventry Township.
All right, we also picked up KF8DTA. Jeff, good evening. Welcome to the Beacon Net. All right, let's see here. Let's make one more call for check-ins, then we'll go up and we'll get our trivia, and we'll go through the list here. So any other stations waiting to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
Kilo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Mike, Captain Bob, Florida.
All right, that very last station, I didn't catch your call. Key for a second or two and give it to me phonetically, and then key for another second so we don't get cut off. I only caught the last letter.
Kilo 4, Bravo, Foxtrot, Mike, Captain Bob, Florida.
All right, we got you down there. Let's go up here real quick and let's get our trivias. Let me see who's doing what tonight. I think Josh has the main trivia. W8HRF, take it away.
Yes, sir. We got a simple one here because reasons. Anyways, main trivia tonight. This is W8HRF, by the way. What year marked the first commercial radio broadcast? Your options are Alpha 1900, Bravo 1910, Charlie 1920, or Delta 1930. Let me drop this and read it again. Again, tonight's main trivia question. What year marked the first commercial radio broadcast? 1900, 1910, 1920, or 1930? KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much, sir, for the main trivia, Josh. We really appreciate it. Now let's go over to Miss Lucy KYUK for the alternate. What do you have for us, Lucy?
KD8EPC, K8YUK. Josh complimented my question, and I said thank you, and then got distracted by my own vanity. Here's your all trivia. The TV series Happy Days had its debut on January 15th, 1974, but it was actually a spin-off from a segment on what other show? A, Bridget Loves Bernie. B, Love American Style. C, The Bob Newhart Show. Or D, Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's self-produced production named Happy A's. Again, all trivia. The TV series Happy Days had its debut on January 15th, 1974, but it was actually a spin-off from a segment on what other show? A, Bridget Loves Bernie. B, Love American Style. C, The Bob Newhart Show. Or D, Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's self-produced production named Happy A's. On that note, I might as well tell everybody that we did teach Betty to do the thumbs up and the A's, which is hilarious and fantastic. But that's your trivia. I'll post it in blue screen. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. We really appreciate it. Let's get to our mobile real quick here and start with Ben, K8BHQ. Evening, Ben. How you doing?
KD8EPC, KE8BHQ, doing pretty good, Dustin. Just driving home after a day from work. I'll keep it nice and short. For trivia, I'm going to go with Alpha and Delta. That's about all I've got, so I'll give it back to you. This is KE8BHQ.
All right, Ben, we got you down for Alpha and Delta. We really appreciate you joining us there, and we'll catch you down the log. Let's go back up here to the top, and let's talk to Brad, KA0KDW. Take it away.
Good evening, Dustin. Everyone else on the net, KA0KDW, switched over to my repeater from my Allstar Node, which I was on pre-show with. Hope everyone's doing all right. Finally, a little warmer today. Around 80 here at my house, 61 currently, so can't complain there. We're going to go with C and C, Charlie and Charlie, for today's answers. And Glad, as I was telling Charlie at the beginning of the net, glad it's a quiet week this week after a very busy time period from Tuesday into Wednesday of last week. Started off the day with a tornado near Nevada, Missouri, which actually made national news for a strange reason, for being such a rural community. I was kind of surprised to see that on the national headlines, but quite a busy day that day. With about an hour break, which used for lunch, and tried to take a nap, and as soon as I started to fall asleep, more warnings came along. So that's usually how it goes with the Weather Service. They wait till I'm almost asleep or secure the net and then pop off a couple more warnings. So I think the folks at my local weather office work against me sometimes. Otherwise, not much else going on, and hope everyone has a good week and a good weekend. KD8 EPC in the net, KA0 KDW.
All right there, Brad. We got you down for double C's, and boy, I'm glad that we didn't get that crazy weather like you've been having. It sounds like you need a break from it, so hopefully you'll get it for a while there, and we'll say 73 and catch you down the log. And let's go talk to Mr. Ray now, K5CFY. How you doing there, Ray?
W8WKY.
KD8 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. Great job today on the Border Breaker net. It was good to have the dynamic dual back in action, and I didn't check in, but I was out getting the tower trailer out of mothballs so we can take it to the Green Country Hemp Fest coming up this weekend here in Claremore. But anyway, good to hear you and just Nick back on the air. I'd like to thank the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association for hooking us up on Wednesdays. Definitely makes it a great net. That's about all I got for my guesses, and there's definitely guesses tonight. I'm just going to go with beacon and barometer. So BB for me. Back to you there, Dustin. Great job. K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, great to hear you, and we got you down for a B and B this evening, and yeah, get that trailer ready there. That thing's pretty neat. I've got to tell you, I drove by one the other day that I think it was about a 40-footer, and it was on the back of like a enclosed trailer that you could walk inside, and it had coax going to it, so that was pretty interesting there. So we'll say 73 and catch down the log, and for anybody who doesn't know, you can catch Mr. Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers every day on the Border Breaker net. And that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK every day at noon Central. They go a couple of hours a day, and they switch net controls at the top of the hour and welcome rechecks. So check them out if you can. Ray 73, give them a Fred a scratch on the ears there, and we'll catch you all down the log. Let's jump on over to Florida and talk to Greg now. KC3SEG. How are you and Teddy doing?
Hey, Dustin. Good hearing you. Teddy's we've been doing some POTA. We didn't do any today, but we did some for the last couple days, and we've been having some fairly good luck. Actually, the last couple days haven't been too good, but anyway, before I forget my answers, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Charlie Bravo, Charlie and Bravo. Just like CB Radio, Charlie Bravo for my answers there. And nothing too much else to report there, Dustin. It's good hearing you and seeing you on Facebook occasionally. And it's good to put a face with a voice. It's always good. It's always good that way. So. Dustin, have a good evening. 73 to you and everyone else on the net. KC3SEG, Greg and my dog Teddy down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. We'll be clear and back over to net control. 73.
right there, Greg. Well, so wonderful to hear you. We got you down for Charlie and Bravo, and make sure you give Teddy extra scratches on the ears there. And I've got to tell you, I really enjoy seeing where you guys are posing and seeing pictures of Teddy all the time there. So great times, and great to see you on Facebook and hear you on here. So we'll say 73. Have a great night, and we'll catch you on down the log. You send some of that warm weather our way, too. Let's go over to Brian now, KF8G. What do you know?
Oh, just sitting here reading a magazine. I just happened to hear you call me. Hang on just a sec here. I gotta find my notepad. I'll go with B and C for the answers, but I got an extra seat for the Dayton bus for the Cleveland group. If anybody is interested, get a hold of me somehow or another. We're meeting at Lodi, so if somebody wants to ride down with me, because Dell's not going, and I already paid for the seat. Somebody wants to go down on Saturday, I think it's May 17th. Give me a holler. Other than that, not much else going on, so I'll catch you guys later. KF8G.
All right there, Brian. Well, great to hear you. We got you down for Bravo and Charlie, and I hope you find somebody to take that seat. I'm driving down there with a friend Friday. Otherwise, I might take you up on that. So good luck, and we'll say 73 to you for now. And that's going to bring me on over to the shores of Lake Erie once again. KEVOX. Scott, how you doing?
Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, all the listeners. K8 to VOX, Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. I'm doing great there, Dustin. It was nice hearing you on the Boredom Breaker net this afternoon, and then got the pleasant surprise that you were doing tonight's net too, so I get to talk to you twice in one day, so that's a good day. Went to the Cuyahoga Falls Ham Fest and Saturday, and met a lot of eyeball QSOs with a lot of radio operators that I hear and talk to, but never an eyeball on it, so that was a lot of fun. Actually had an eyeball QSO with Andy, AB8MO, and boy, was I wrong about that guy. For some reason, I had a picture of him being 10 to 15 years younger than me, and when the eyeball finally got to see him, he's just a young fella. Does an amazing job with all his gear and whatnot. We're members of a 75-meter group, Wolverine single sideband net, so that was a real pleasant surprise to see him and actually see what he looks like. For some reason, I thought he was just like 10 or 15 years younger than me, and he's a young man. But also had a real pleasant surprise. I got formally introduced to Josh and Lucy and Miss Betty, and had the great opportunity of chatting with Miss Betty, and just to come to find out that she might have been, I think she's been to more ham fests than I have already. I'm going to have to do some work just to catch up with her. She's an old hat at ham fest. And boy, does she have some blue eyes. But they were blue. But for trivia, I got Charlie Bravo, CB. Charlie Bravo there, Dustin. Great talking to you this evening. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for getting me in. This is KE8 VOX, sending it back to net control.
All right there, Scott. Well, I'm glad you made it to the Ham Fest. It sounds like it was a blast there, and glad you got to meet everybody. Sorry you had to have the eyeball QSO with Andy. Hi, but glad you got to meet everybody else there, and we'll say 73 for now. We got you down for CB, and we'll just say 10-4, good buddy, and have a good night. Let's go down to Taco Tim now. This is KD8EPC to KI5TAQ. Take it away.
Well, good evening, Dustin. This makes twice we've made contact with each other. For the main question, I'll go with Charlie, and for the alternate question, I'll go with Delta. And all I can say is, speaking of Hamfest, I'll be heading to one this weekend, and that's the Green Country Hamfest that people like Ray and others are talking about down here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. So I'll send it back to Net Control. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. We got you down for Charlie and Delta. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. Now, I think he may have been in and out, but I'm going to try him anyway here because I see him in the blue screen. N5SGJ. Don, how you doing?
W8WKY.
Yeah, I'm sticking around. I do not have to be up early. Been doing a lot of work, but got a couple days off. I got the Passover, Last Supper memorial of Jesus' death on Saturday. So I'll get to go to the meeting and hang out with my family. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see, my answers to trivia are going to be Alpha, Bravo, and to Lucy's question in the blue screen, the third question, I am Batman. So with that, I will send it back to Net Control. This is N5SGJ.
All right there, Don. We got you down for Alpha and Bravo there, and your Batman for the other one. Hi. Great to hear you. We'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. This next one here is a new ham, and I don't have his name because it hasn't showed up in the NetLogger screen yet. So KJ5KVQ, good evening and welcome to the BeaconNet, and congratulations on the new license.
KJ5KVQ, thank you very much. My name's Kyle. I'm out of Claremore, Oklahoma, and this is day one for me. I just got my license this morning, my technician license, and I'm excited to go to the Green Country Ham Fest here in Claremore this weekend because, to be honest with you, I don't know any hams other than you guys. So I really don't know what's going on. So I'm really excited to learn all I can. I started to get into ham because of Josh Nass, I think that's his name. I think some people were talking about him. And our town was hit last year with a tornado, pretty bad, and so I thought I should probably be prepared with communication. So here I am. It's day one. For the answers, I'll also go with Bravo and Charlie. And thank you all for letting me be a part. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Victor, Quebec, 73. Back to Net Control.
All right there, Kyle. Well, welcome to the hobby and welcome to the BeaconNet. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 p.m. Oklahoma time. And you're really in a great place. Those Oklahoma guys are awesome. I've actually taken a road trip down there and visited them for a week before. So enjoy the Hamfest, enjoy the hobby, and I hope to hear you down the log real soon. We're going to say 73. This is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet. Next on the list is my good friend John, W2JLS. How you been? It's been a while.
Holy crap on a cracker, Dustin. I thought I'd be in the radio room before you got to me. You had so many folks in that list. This is W2JLS. I'm still on the Echolink. Sorry about that, Chief. I wish you and everyone out there listening a good evening on your ears from Fairlawn. Yeah, let's see. The trivia questions. I like both of these. So we had... when I heard the question about the Happy Days, I immediately was thinking in my head, I thought that was like somehow related to the movie American Graffiti, and then I heard the choices, and that obviously that it was all about a TV show. So I'm going to go with Love American Style. I'm not sure, but that's my guess there. And then the other question about the first commercial radio broadcast, I'm thinking that was KDKA, and I don't remember the year. I wasn't alive. I know I've read it, but I don't remember. But KDKA, when I was a kid growing up in the 80s listening to it, it was on 1020 kilohertz. So I'm going to guess 1920 for that. Anyway, good to hear you. Good to hear everyone in the air. Nice to see you and Nick back together here on Wednesday night. I should say hear you and Nick back together on Wednesday night. And, 73, buddy. I hope to catch up with you soon. Maybe we'll do some trolling around on the radio one of these nights after a net. Just let me know. W2JLS, back to net.
All right, John, I'll tell you what, that would be fantastic to do some trolling around a net one of these nights. Not tonight, though, because I do have to be up tomorrow, but pretty soon. And it's good to have Nick back there behind the curtain. It's always a good time. So we'll say 73. Catch you on down the log and enjoy the rest of your evening. And that's going to bring me on over here to Bob, K8LYJ. Good evening.
KD80PC, K8LYJ. Good evening, Dustin. It was a really busy day today. I had to get up before dawn for early morning Kiwanis Club meeting, and then had 2 appointments, and then had to cover a school board meeting for the newspaper. And it's kind of nice to sit down and relax with a hot cup of tea and enjoy the net and wind down a little bit. As far as trivia, I'm going to go bed and breakfast, B&B. And I think that's about it for this evening. Back to net control, KA8LYJ.
All right there, Bob. Well, it sounds like you had quite the day, and I'm glad that you're able to join us this evening and get some rest and enjoy the radio time. So we got you down for B&B. We'll say 73 and catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me on over to the north end of Medina. We're going to talk to my Uncle Fred here. K8QFT, how you doing?
Well, howdy, Dustin. Hello, everybody out there. Trivia. I'm going to say C and B in that order. C and B. It's sure been cold around here, hasn't it? Darn. Baseball. The Guardians got 2 hits yesterday and won. They won today also against a team that's had a worse start than they have, the White Sox. But it was cold in that ballpark. I have problems with the feed on my streaming service. Yesterday I watching the game, then I said, I wonder, Tom Hamilton, so I turned the radio on, and the game was in the 6th inning, and for some reason, I'm watching the game in the 3rd inning, same game. And I'm like, what the heck? Weird stuff's happening with the streaming service. But there's more real problems in the world, so what the heck? Not much to complain about, really. K8QFT, back to net control.
All right there, Uncle Fred. We got you down for Charlie and Bravo, and saw you're having streaming problems. And I'll tell you what, we're going to have to go see a Guardians game this year, because last time we saw one was right before Wade went to Florida. So there you go. We'll say 73. Have a good... We'll catch up with you again there real soon. Let's jump on over to KC8FQV, Northern Mark. Take it away.
All right. Good evening, Dustin, Nick, and everyone else. Well, on the main one, it's going to be CB. It's going to be C is 1920. and the second one's going to be B. So Citizen Band is my choice tonight. So maybe Ray, it went wrong when I was typing that. It said Ray, or it said Gray, or whatever, when I was asking a question. I just was trying to connect to Oklahoma system, and it wasn't allowing me to connect at all. Earlier today, the phone thing portal wasn't even working right. And I just tried DV switching it, don't do nothing. It don't find a path. But yeah, I want to say CB, and I'm going to send it back to net control, KC8FQV.
W8WKY.
All right there, Mark. We got you down for CB. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. Next on the list, let's talk to Andy, AB8MO, my good friend in the land of snow and maple syrup. How are you?
KD8EPC, this is AB8MO, coming to you through 015. Let me see if I got my PL tone correct. Well, I guess I do, because the repeater just came back. I just switched. The Warren repeater is an oddball tone. It's a tone of 100 hertz, even though it's usually not turned on. But anyway, just making sure it was 110.9. And it is, because that's our subtone up here. Let's see here. Trivium, I'll go with C1920 as well. I'm trying to think of who mentioned KDKA. Oddly enough, I don't get a very strong signal on KDKA at night. I apparently am in their skip zone, which is kind of strange. It comes in a little bit better at night than in the middle of the day. I can get KDKA in the day over here, but it doesn't come in much better at night either. And the strange thing about 1100 in Cleveland is I'm not only well within their ground wave signal, their sky wave signal collides. So if I'm listening to like the Cavs game or the Indians game, it's very unpleasant when you get a collision between the ground wave and the sky wave. It just totally distorts the audio. So not very pleasant to listen to at night because it's too strong here. So anyway, let's see. I said I don't think I gave you the alternate here. I guess I'll go with B Bravo, Love American Style, because I've never heard of it. Actually, the only one I ever heard of was C, but I'm just going to say that's a bait answer. So I guess I'll go Charlie out the second one. So C and C, double C. Let's see here. Kind of curious. Well, I guess I'll see you in Dayton. I haven't bought my ticket yet, but I actually reserved the hotel room, and actually it's a decent one. Not the Roach Inn that we stayed in there, Dustin. I think I'd rather pay a little extra money and get something decent. I've learned my lesson. Back to you, KD8EPC. This is AB8MO.
Yeah, Andy, I'll be good to see you down there. And yeah, we splurged for something a little nicer too this time around. We got you up for Charlie and Bravo there, and I had something else for you, but I don't remember what it was, so not important. Let's try to get together maybe next week and see if we can have some breakfast or lunch or something. We'll say 73, and that's going to take me on over to California to Valley Springs. Let's talk to RevKev, K6KJV. Good evening, take it away. Uh-oh, let's try that again. K6KJV. Kevin, you still out there?
Yes, I can hear you now. I didn't hear you before, though. This is K6KJV. Kevin here in Valley Springs, California. Nice to hear the dynamic duo, as Mr. Ray calls y'all's. Sorry I missed your debut, your reunited Well, never mind. I ain't gonna start singing. Okay. Hello to you, Mr. Dustin and Nick, and everyone else on the net. And let's see. I'm gonna start with trivia here because it's kind of hard. Man, I don't know why. Oh man. Well, hello to the youngins before I answer it. I don't know why Josh and Lucy got it taken. Oh, let's see. It's hard. Oh, double D's. There you go. Double D's, Delta and Delta. So that's right. I'm unpredictable here. And you know what? Can't never go wrong with a corn Waldo bean. That's right. No matter what the answer really truly is, corn Waldo beans rule. So with that, I'll say God bless 73 to each and every one, all y'all as your families and friends, and turn the mic back over to you, Mr. Dustin from K6KJV.
All right there, RevKev. Good to hear you, and hopefully I'm coming through this time. I'm not sure what's going on there, if I'm keying or something else is keying with me and making it not go through. But we got time for double D's. We'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you on down the log. Well, let's go talk to Captain Bob now, KK4 BFM. Good evening.
Good evening, Net Control, Captain Bob, KK4 BFM, Daytona Beach. I just happened, I'm a new visitor to this particular channel. I was channel surfing and found it, but don't have much to say other than my guess on the trivia questions are A and B. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I always used to listen to KDKA. And in 1953, I had my father's crystal radio set, and I caught the heavyweight championship fight between Rocky Marciano and Ezra Charge in Philadelphia in 1953. KDKA on the crystal radio set. But anyway, great station. Captain Bob, back to Net Control.
All right there, Captain Bob. We appreciate you joining us, and you're welcome to come back to the Beacon Net anytime. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for stopping by, and we'll catch you on down the log. That's going to bring me on over to Jeff now, KF8DTA. Good evening, and welcome to the Beacon Net. Take it away.
My trivia answers would be C and D. Don't have very much. I'm just hanging out, listening, and learning. KF8 DTA.
All right there, Jeff. Well, glad to have you with us tonight. We got you down for Charlie and Delta. And just one word of advice to you. If I was you, I'd get that mic just a little bit closer. Your audio's a little bit quiet. So there you go. But thanks for joining us on the Beacon Net. We really appreciate you, and we hope to hear you again real soon. We're going to say 73. Jeff is the bottom of the list as it stands. This is KDEDPC with the Beacon Net. I'm looking for more check-ins. Please call now.
I don't know what that was, but this is WB9YPA. Check in and have an announcement.
This is Delta Uniform 3, X-Ray Charlie Delta. Delta Uniform 3, X-Ray Charlie Delta, Dennis in the Philippines.
Whiskey 8 Tango Delta. Alpha 8 Charlie Tango. Victor 3 Kilo. Recheck.
All right, guys, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. All right, I picked up AACT Craig. I have a recheck from WV3K. I have WB9YPA Mike, and he had an announcement. I had Delta Uniform 3 X-Ray Charlie Delta Dennis over in the Philippines, and I picked up W8TD John. Somewhere's out there on the ocean, I would assume. So let me get my recheck here before I forget. WV3K. Good evening, Phil. How are you, my friend? It's been a little while.
W8WKY.
Kirk to the commercial. Then KDDPC net control WV3K. It's good to hear you, and also wonderful to hear that laugh a few cycles ago. It sounds like you're doing well, and I'm glad to hear our buddy Nick feeling much better and still on the road of recovery. So I'm glad. I'm really happy to hear him, and he sounds great. And also Josh and Lucy, very nice questions. May not know the answers, but I like them anyway. I'm going to go with Alpha and Bravo, and just to get the trivia out of the way. And it's just nice to hear everybody having a good time, being able to converse with each other. And anyway, I've been kind of busy, and with doctor appointments and back and forth to the VA, and I got testing to go through, and it's just a plethora of stuff to get accomplished. So anyway, it wears me out, especially getting up early in the morning. But anyway, I'm happy to hear you, and happy to be here with you. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and say good evening to all. God bless, and 7-3. So I just wanted to let you know, Dustin, yeah, we need to get ourselves connected too. And I want to say hey to my good friend Fred, KOC, and he's really a great friend. And also Gary, who we just tested this last weekend. It was nice to hear him. And we're going to connect too. Got to hand something over to him. So anyway, with that, I'm going to go ahead and say 7-3, and it's great talking with you, Dustin. KDDPC net control WP3K, and I'm clear.
All right there, Phil. Well, wonderful to hear you. We'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great night. Tell Miss Robin we said hello, and we'll look forward to getting together with you again real soon. All right, let's jump on down here and talk to Craig now. AA8CT, take it away.
KD8 EPC, AA8CT, good evening, Dustin. On this one, I think I'm going to, I love to do this. I've never done it before, but I'm going to try. So here goes. I'm going to do double Ds. So there you have it. With the weather being the way it is and it's raining and all of that, it just sounds like the appropriate answer. So with that, I'm going to turn it back to you. I'll be listening on the side. And as always, thank you, Dustin. Nick, glad to have you back in the behind the screen, so to speak. And things are moving forward. Take care. Have a good evening, and I'll be listening on the side. This is AA8CT back to net control.
All right there, Craig. Great to hear you out there tonight. We got you down for a double D's. We'll say 73T and catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Mike now, WB9YPA. Good evening, Mike. What are your answers to the trivia, and what comments do you have for us?
On April 19th, there is a Ham Fest in Centerville, Michigan. That would be the St. Joseph County Fairgrounds, and that starts at 8 o'clock in the morning and goes to noon noontime, goes from 8 till noon. So I don't know if anybody's in this listening area, but there'll be a ham fest there in Centerville on the 19th. So I think that's about all you need to know about it. If you have any further questions, then let Net Control know, and he can bring me back up for any further on that. So back to Net Control. This is WB9YPA Mobile in a blustery, wintry night.
All right there, Mike. Well, mobile safely out there. It's great to hear you out there. We'll say 73, and I think I may have missed it. Did you want to answer our trivia questions tonight?
Okay, I'm gonna probably pick. Let's see, the second one. I definitely have a problem with because I never knew a whole lot. I mean, I'm old enough to know about Happy Days, but. Okay, but I'll throw a guess in there. I'll say okay, first one was, I think I'm going to pick Charlie for the first question and then Delta for the second one.
All right there, Mike. We got you down for Charlie and Delta. We'll say 73 to you. Mobile safely out there, and be careful. And we'll look forward to catching you next time. That Hamfest is a little bit of ways for me, so I don't think I'll be there. The only one I plan to go to this year is Dayton. So we'll say 73, and we're going to talk to Dennis now. Delta Uniform 3, X-Ray Charlie Delta. This is KD80PC. Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, KD8 EPCDU3 XTV. Good evening, Justin, and good morning from the Philippines. It's 10:47 a.m. here, and the temperature is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit, and good evening to everybody. Well, good question. So let me see. For the first one, let me do a process of elimination. In 1905, it was the first transatlantic wireless telegraphy that was conducted by Marconi, and I think in 1906, that was the first voice communication. It was perfected by Reginald Fissenden, if I remember correctly. 1912 was the sinking of the Titanic, and that time they're still using telegraphy. So that's in the year 1910. So probably the answer is 1920. Yeah, probably 1920. So my answer is 1920. And for the second trivia question, I'm sorry, but I am absolute zero on that one, so I'll just make a wild guess. So I'll take Charlie also. So Charlie.
All right there, Dennis. So we got you down for Charlie, and I've got to know, I don't remember, are you 12 hours behind us or 12 hours ahead of us? Is it the 9th still there or the 10th?
No, it's already the 10th, so 12 hours. So we are 12 hours advanced.
Very good there. Thanks for the clarification. Really appreciate it. Did you have anything else for the net tonight?
Well, nothing more to add, Justin. Just, thank you very much for picking up my call. And for letting me, answer the question. It's good. I like it. So back to you. DU3, XCD.
All right there, Dennis, and we appreciate having you. It's not every day I get to talk to the Philippines either, so that's really cool. So have a nice day. We'll say 73, and hopefully if you're enjoying a cup of coffee, have an extra one for me. We're going to go on down here to talk to John now. W8TD, where in the world are you?
KD8EPC and the net. W8TD. Good evening, all. Regarding trivia, I'll guess 1920, which I think was Charlie. The other question was about television. I got rid of the television in around 1980. I didn't approve of what the kids were watching. So I haven't owned a television since then, so I don't have any opinion or knowledge about TV shows. Where am I? Well, I'm not your best DX tonight for sure. I'm definitely beat by the DU station. In fact, I'm not all that far away. I'm a couple hours ahead of you, but only one time zone ahead. The other hour is because we don't do daylight savings time here. So I'm not really very far west of you. Approaching Punta Arenas, Costa Rica. We should be docking in the morning around 7 local, which will be 9 a.m. your time. Transited the canal yesterday. Came out the Pacific side, obviously. And we'll be heading on up the west coast to Seward, I think, or Whittier, one of the two. I don't remember. It's the two ports by Anchorage, and the ships all stop at one or the other, and I don't remember which one this is. That's about everything I know. KDAPC in the net. W8TD.
All right. Well, John, it's great to hear you out there, and it's always interesting to hear where in the world you are. So, man, not having a TV since the 80s, that's something else I couldn't imagine. I wasn't even born in the 80s, so there you go. We'll say 73 AM. We'll catch you on down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now.
K9, BZK, I'm in Fairfield, Texas.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha, Guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, I picked up a couple that time. This first one isn't resolving, so I'm going to have to make sure it's correct. K9BZK. And then I have KJ5AT8 Guy over in Texas. So let me go back to that first one there. Is that Kilo 9 Kilo Zulu, or Bravo Zulu Kilo? Is that correct? Kilo 9 Bravo Zulu Kilo.
Thanks, Mike, and over.
All right there, Mike. I heard you say negative, but I couldn't hear your correction. You're just barely holding the machine. You want to try that one more time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's Tim. Mike.
Sorry, all I got out of that whole transmission that time was Mike. We're having some weird packet loss or something's going on. Stand tight. I'll try you again here in a minute. Let me go talk to Guy real quick, though. KJ5ATA, Guy, take it away.
Suggestion?
Yeah, hello, network control. This is Guy, KJ5ATA, Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha. Communicating on the old Echolink again. This is, talking from Georgetown, Texas. And anyways, missed the trivia questions once again. But that's okay. You don't have to talk about them. I can get by without it. Anyways, I've been having really nice weather out here. today, and it's been pretty darn gorgeous here in the springtime in Texas. And wow, I don't know what it's like up there in Ohio, but I can only imagine it's probably a bit cooler. Anyways, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to just throw it back to network. Talk about trivia. If you want to, repeat it, that's okay. If not, that's okay too. Anyways, yeah, back to network controls. KJ5ETA.
All right. Well, it's great to hear you out there, Guy. And we're going to reread those trivia questions in just a minute. I'm going to go back up here, though. I think I got the call sign corrected now on that first station. That first station there, come back and give me a Roger, Roger, if I'm right. Is that Kilo Bravo 9, Bravo Zulu Kilo? Come back there, Gene.
Kilo 9, Zulu Kilo, Tango, India Mike.
Mike, this is Katie 8 SLG. I'm getting K9 BZK is all we're pulling out of this. You keep giving it just once. Come back, give it to us 2, 3, 4 times phonetically, please, and maybe in between the pops and scratches we'll be able to pull out your call sign. Katie 8 SLG.
He's chopping on voice peaks. It may be that if he backs off, he'd be able to carry it in.
Roger, gentlemen. Thank you for trying. It's Kilo 9, Zulu Kilo, Kilo 9, Zebra Kilo. And it's Tim, and I may not be making it in. I'm about probably 6 miles from the repeater.
All right, perfect. We've got you now, Tim. Kilo 9, Zulu Kilo. Most of that was fine. We lost you towards the end, but we got you on the list. I'm going to come back to you real quick if you want to try to make a couple of comments.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I kind of came for me on VHS. So I'll keep it short. Thank you for your effort, and better. And ZZK here.
All right there, Tim. Well, we try not to leave anybody behind there. We appreciate you being patient with us, and we thank, I think that was John there for the suggestion, too. We appreciate everybody coming in and helping us with that. So, Tim73, and we'll catch you down the log. Guy, we haven't forgotten about you. I'm going to go back up here real quick and get our trivias for you, so that way you can answer them for us. Let's start with Mr. Lucy, W8HRF. Would you mind rereading us the main trivia?
No problem, Dustin. Tonight's main trivia question, you'll have to let me know how I sound. I'm on the new headset. Tonight's main trivia question, what year marked the first commercial radio broadcast? Your options are Alpha 1900, Bravo 1910, Charlie 1920, or Delta 1930. Let me drop this and, let me read it one more time. Main trivia, what year marked the first commercial radio broadcast? Your options were Alpha 1900, Bravo 1910, Charlie 1920, or Delta 1930. KDADPC, W8HRF.
All right, thanks so much there, Josh. And let's go over to K8YUK. Miss Lucy for our alternate trivia. Would you mind rereading it for us, Miss Lucy?
KDADPC, K8YUK, here's your old trivia. TV series Happy Days had its debut on January 15th, 1974, but it was actually a spinoff from a segment on what other show? Was it Alpha, Bridget Loves Bernie, Bravo, Love American Style, C, Charlie, The Bob Newhart Show, or Delta, Colonel Cornwall, there being self-produced production named Happy A's. That's all trivia, and just a reminder to Kyle, the new ham, we use a software called NetLogger, and on NetLogger, you can monitor a net. If you monitor our net and open the Almost Instant Messenger or AIM window, you will see what we call the blue screen. And kind of half the net happens there. It's really entertaining, and it's definitely something to dip your toe in when you're ready for it. So in case you hadn't heard about it, now you know. That's my 2 cents. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let's go back down to Guy now, KJ5ATA. Take it away there, Guy.
Yeah, network control, Dustin. I'm just going to come out with my answer for the first one is commercial broadcast. I think it had to be 1920. I think the first broadcast radio station that was commercial was KDKA from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I think that they came out with the first broadcast with commercials. And then the second one, 1974, if I've heard her question correctly, I can remember that I think that was probably Happy Days. That's my take, because I can remember watching that when I was on the ship, while I was in the Navy, during the 70s and such. And so that's my take on that one. Anyways, we're going to throw it back to network control, which is KJ5ATA.
All right there, Guy. Well, we appreciate you joining us as always. We're going to say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. This is KD8EPC with the Beacon Net. I'm at the bottom of the list, and I'm looking for some more check-ins. Please call now. Hey, nothing heard. One more call for check-ins before we go up and talk to the net control team. Any other stations waiting to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
Gary in Coppersco, Texas.
All right, Gary in Texas. Would you give me your call again? I accidentally keyed with you. Key for a second or two, and then give me your call, and then let it go for a second.
Oh, absolutely. Sorry about that double up. Call is Whiskey Delta 5, Delta Whiskey. It's a palindrome.
You can't go wrong with a call sign like that, can you? WD5DW, how you doing?
Doing very well. Been listening to the net for about an hour and a half. I'm doing work, and I've got it on here in the office. It's very thoughtful. I do appreciate the opportunity that the link connections have provided to us to be able to tie in from all over the world, Philippines and the northern U.S., the southern U.S., western, et cetera. This is really a good concept. Trivia, let's go with Bravo Delta for trivia. Look forward to hearing what the outcome is. Thank you so much for hosting the net, as always. Have a good one. Whiskey Delta 5, Delta Whiskey.
All right, thanks again for joining us. We got you out for Bravo and Delta, and we appreciate you being here. You're number 42 tonight on the Beacon Net, so that's pretty cool. So the link stuff is awesome. We love having Allstar, Echolink, et cetera, and we love having our friends from all over the country and the world. So we're going to say 73. We're going to make one more call here for check-ins before we go talk to the net control team. Please call now.
Kilo Golf 5 Tango Echo KG5 TTE Inola.
All right, KG5TTE. Good evening. How you doing? Welcome to the Beacon Net.
Well, things get a little better. I haven't done anything since Father's Day last year. Had kind of a wipe out here. Really didn't have the gumption or the willingness or dollarinis kind of fix things up. I got on the roof today and kind of got some things going. This antenna I'm on, I got to work on it tomorrow. SWRs are a little too high still.
Well, I hope you get it fixed and get that SWR down there, and then you'll be good to go, huh?
I also picked up a Drake TR4C. That's going to be interesting because my AC just is 100 watts, but this thing's 300 out.
Ooh, well, there's nothing like a little bit of extra power there.
Yeah, well, with the Yaesu, I do make some contacts. They can hear me, but they can't always quite pull me out. They have to go to somebody else, see if they can hear me better. You know, kind of a relay service, I guess. So, anyway, maybe I can reach out and touch somebody now. I'll be working on it, too. So, anyway, we're back alive here in Inola. Like I say, it's been a while, and I haven't really been listening either, so appreciate the time here. Kilo Golf 5 Tango 8 Go Echo. It's Taco Tuesday every day. Back to net.
All right there, Mark. We'll say 73 to you and catch you on down the log. Let's go back up here to the top. Let's see what my partner in crime in the master of pre-show ceremonies, Jeff Nick, has to say. 88 SLG, take it away.
KD8 EPC, this is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Dustin and all the Beacon netizens. So good to be here. I miss my gear. Just put it that way. I miss my gear. All right, let's do trivia. I'm thinking 1920 seems to be the predominating answer here, so I'm going to go with C for the first one. And, oh, man, you know, I remember the Bob Newhart show. It was pretty funny when I was a kid. So was Love American Style. Don't know anything about Bridges Nose Burning or whatever. So I'm going to go with Love American Style. That would be Bravo. So CB for me. What we got going on? I've got the Club Net on Tuesday night next week, so tune in. That should be fun. See how that goes. And had some good time on the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. Going to be playing radio with you again there, Dustin. And everybody else. Yeah, I mean it. We need Gary in here for beer night. This is KD8 SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, wonderful to have you with us tonight. We're glad to have you back, and I'm glad to just be sitting here and following the pink line. So we'll say 73, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's see. I don't think Nick at Night was here. I don't remember hearing him, but I'm going to try him anyway. KDQKO, are you there? All right, nothing heard. Let's go down and talk to KVZA. Eric, how you doing?
KD8 EPC in the group, KE8VZA here, doing well, Dustin. Hope you are too. Good to hear Nick back in the saddle again. And let's see, trivia. If Alan was here, I'd say I just watched a documentary about early American commercial radio, but he's not here. So I'm going to go with Charlie. And for the alt trivia, I'm going to go with Bravo. Let's see, what else? Swung by my parents' house tonight to see how my mother is doing after her surgery last Friday, and she's doing well. Or maybe it was last Wednesday. Yeah, it's been almost a week. Or it's been a week. Wow. And she's doing well. My brother was in from out of town, so I got to see him too. And Dad as well, of course. But I used to listen to KDKA in Pittsburgh. My dad got transferred there for work for 2 years in the 70s. And it was a good radio station from what I remember. I liked it. And what else? Got two Heltec V3 Meshtastic devices now. I only intended on one. How I got a second one is a long story, but they're kind of cool. Picking up some nodes, and haven't really reached out to message anyone other than myself so far. But anyhow, looking forward to Digital Dorsey's pre-meeting session next week. I'm going to try to curtail my Texas burrito time there to get in on that. So anyway, I've rambled on long enough. Charlie and Bravo for trivia. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Dustin and Just Nick. And back to you, Dustin, KE8VZA.
All right there, Eric. Well, sounds like fun times. Great to have you with us. We got you out for Charlie and Bravo there. Let's see. I don't know for sure if I'll be at the meeting or not. We'll see what happens there. But we're going to say 73 to you. We're going to go to Miss Lucy real quick just to get her answer to the main trivia. Miss Lucy, would you give us your answer to the main trivia, please?
I'm going to say the answer to the main trivia is Echo, the year of the Cornwaldo bean. Back to you, Dustin.
All right, thanks so much there, Miss Lucy. Let's go to Mr. Lucy now, W8HRF. Give us your comments, let it drop, and give us the main trivia answer.
KD8 EPC, W8HRF. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the Beacon Net. I'm making it through. Oh, man. Eric reminded me of Ken's Meshtastic presentation. Somebody else got a Meshtastic node as well recently because I think probably because of that presentation. I'm going to have to get a cheap little node. That'd be fun to play around with. I need another project. Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Hamfest this past weekend was awesome. I've just so many people to see, so many people to talk to. That was great. I even found a couple of minutes to buy a few things, so that was cool. What else happened? We had our ops committee meeting. That went well, and I even dropped into the social committee meeting. I think that was Tuesday. Stefan had it on Teams. So good to see Eric there, along with a few others. What else? Brought the 705 to Michigan and listened to some repeaters on there, so that was cool. Checked into a net up there. And then I was just looking around DX's website because I've been eyeing up a mobile radio that can do group monitor and C4 FM, but apparently it looks like they discontinued the FTM 300 and 200, which didn't know. I'm still looking, but yeah, that was I didn't know they did that. So somebody can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But anyways, my main trivia answer, or my alternate trivia answer, man, I used to know the answer to this. I'm going to go with Charlie. I don't think it's right, but I'm going to go with Charlie, the Bob Newhart Show. And the only other thing is just to remind everybody about POTA, May 31st, Saturday, May 31st, the multi-club POTA activation. So we've got, I think we got 3 or 4 clubs involved right now. So if you know others that would like to join and activate a park, Saturday, May 31st is the day to do it. So more information on the club website. Let me let this drop and read the main trivia answer. right, tonight's main trivia again. What year marked the first commercial radio broadcast? Your options were Alpha 1900, Bravo 1910, Charlie 1920, or Delta 1930. The answer was Charlie 1920. Under the call sign KDKA, which many people had mentioned, Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company, they transmitted the first scheduled broadcast on November 2nd, 1920. KDKA's Leo Rosberg announced live returns of the presidential election between Warren G. Harding and James Cox. Westinghouse obtained the first U.S. commercial broadcast station license just 1 month prior, in October of 1920, from the Department of Commerce's Bureau of Navigation. That's an interesting one. So, anyways, that's all I got tonight, Dustin. Good to hear Justin and Nick back at the helm for the pre-show and behind the keyboard, behind the curtain there. So, and good to hear you too, Dustin. So we'll say 7-3 all and catch you all next time. KD8EPC, W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks again for doing trivia. We really appreciate it. We'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Miss Lucy now, K8YUK. Take it away.
Oh, KD8APC, K8YUK. Am I coming through right?
Hey, you're making it just fine. Go ahead.
Fantabulous. I already got my main trivia in. Gee, what happened? Biggest thing in our life right now is Betty learned about the Acme cow. For those unfamiliar, some Acmes have an animatronic cow in their dairy section and a big red button to push to activate said animatronic cow. It's a head mounted on a wall, which is a little terrifying. But we needed milk, and Acme was the closest store that I was near. And I thought, you know what, I wonder if they still have that cow. And at least the store we went to did. So I eased Betty into it because she is not a big fan of animatronics. And thankfully, this one was broken, so it just mooed. And she kind of watched it a little bit, but I showed her that you could push the button, and she was a big fan, and she has talked about it ever since, including waking me up by saying, beep, cow. So that was a hit. Honestly, that is the biggest thing that stands out to me this whole week because she's been so obsessed with it. I'm definitely coming to the end of my boxing era while pregnant. It is getting very difficult, but the baby seems to be doing fine. Betty is excited about baby brother. We have his crib set up, which used to be her crib, which used to be my crib, which used to be my dad's crib. It's complicated, but it's got blue sheets on it, so that's how you know it's his. Honestly, that's it. I'm just tired. All right. I'm going to let it drop and I'll read off all trivia. KYUK returning. All right, the TV series Happy Days had its debut on January 15th, 1974, but it was actually a spin-off from a segment on what other show? A, Bridget Loves Bernie, B, Love American Style, C, The Bob Newhart Show, or D, Colonel Cornwall, that means self-produced production named Happy Days. The answer was B, Bravo. It was a spinoff of it was a spinoff of a Love American Style segment called Love and Happy Days in 1972, originally titled Love and the Television Set, whose cast included Ron Howard, Marion Ross, and Anson Williams. The plot of the episode centered around the family being the first one on the block to get a television set, forcing Richie to choose between his best friend or Arlene to come watch the big fight. Why you couldn't just pick both, I don't know, but I haven't watched the segment. Also, fun Happy Days. During the first season of Happy Days, ABC censors thought Fonzie's leather jacket made him look like a hoodlum, so they wouldn't let him wear it unless he was wearing it as a safety gear for his motorcycle. But the show's producers wanted Fonzie to wear his jacket, so they began incorporating Fonzie's motorcycle into his scenes. This led to the iconic scene of Fonzie riding his motorcycle into Arnold's so that he could wear the leather jacket inside the restaurant. Another fun fact, Henry Winkler could not ride a motorcycle and crashed during shooting. There's a great segment on YouTube where he is talking about crashing the motorcycle and how the producers were more scared for the motorcycle than himself because the motorcycle was rented. So lots of fun times there. All right, that's it for me, Dustin. Have a good night, everybody. And we'll catch you on the next Beacon at K8YK to KD8EPC. God bless everybody.
All right there, Miss Lucy. We'll say 73 to you. Thanks again for doing the alternate trivia, and we'll look forward to the next one. This is KD8EPC. We're at the bottom of the list, and this is the last call for check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now. All right, nothing else heard on behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and the Beacon Net crew. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net. That's Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 4496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. except for Sunday here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time. That's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time, and I will be clear. 73, y'all.
Yes, this is a Kilo Julie 5 Alpha Tango Alpha. There was a station out there talking about mesh-tastic, and I was just kind of curious what they intend to do with that mesh-tastic type of communications. I only heard about it, or I only saw about it. I went to a ham fest in Belton, Texas this past weekend, and I saw a booth or a kiosk that had that thing, and it was built with some kind of plastics out of a 3D printer. Anyways, I was just kind of curious about mesh-tastic. If you want to come back, that's okay. If not, that's okay too. Anyway, this is KJ5ATA.
KJ5ATA, this is KE8VZA. I think that was me. I did mention mesh-tastic. I have two nodes, and they're an off-grid, mostly off-grid messaging system that that literally form their own mesh network, and the communications hop off of each one of the nodes up to 7 hops, depending how you have it set. What am I going to do with it exactly? I'm not sure yet, but message people. I'm still learning, so I'm not entirely sure, but they're very cheap. And I got my first one with the case battery, circuit board, $35 off of Amazon. You can get just the bare board for like $18.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious. this mesh networking, I mean, is it something that you build yourself, or does it link up into other nodes? Because I think they talked about LORA, long range. I mean, I'm thinking about what is the long range, or who does it go to, or is it just like a separate mesh of your own people that you have your I guess where you set up different little repeaters around. I'm not quite sure how it works. If you want to come back, that's okay to do that. It's KJ5ATA.
KJ5ATA, KE8BZA here again. I'm still learning, so I'm not crystal clear on all of it just yet, but LoRa, Meshtastic is a form of LoRa, and the long-range part of it is by virtue of having many nodes in the Meshtastic network to hop off of, and you can set up a node also to have a call it a normal internet connection, and then there are Meshtastic servers on the internet that can do some message forwarding. The other question you had, if you leave it set up by default, you're hopping off of everybody. It's kind of a public messaging kind of setup, and you can message directly to specific nodes. I'm not clear on what happens if you just message out into the ether, out into the network itself, if anyone's even able to read them. What else? I think there's something else. So you can also configure them to have your own private communications, and I'm not sure how to do that yet, but I know that is possible.
Yeah, this is KJ5ATA. I was just curious, does it relay or bounce off or something off of cell towers? Or, I mean, is it like direct in line? Or I'm not quite sure how the LORA is working as far as making that long distance. Besides, linking up, node after node after node. If they're not going to use a tower, but you say that it works off an internet format, somewhere in between from A to B, or to me, I don't quite catch the drift on all of it. I mean, of the Meshtastic. I mean, because there's another format that's called push to talk on cell, and that's another one. Both of them don't need licenses, and they're really low power and then small configured radios. But I'm just curious, how because none of them seem to be FCC regulated. As far as I know, I don't know for sure. Anyways, it's okay to come back now.
KJ5ATA, KE8BZA here again. They work on 906 point something megahertz here in the U.S. They are low enough power that you don't need a license. If you are a licensed ham, you're allowed to use up to 10 watts. I don't know how you do that. I don't think that's possible with the two that I have. But they are. The guts of it is a circuit board that's already built, and you have to flash firmware onto it and then adjust some settings. You interface with the unit with your cell phone with an app, the Meshtastic app, or you can use a web browser too. that's how you actually type the messages. There are a couple of units. There's at least one unit out there that looks like an old BlackBerry type setup, but I've read that it's kind of buggy and it's very expensive. But these are cheap, and yeah, you got to have enough nodes for the long distance part, and the whole thing is designed to be completely off grid. You don't need any of those internet connections with those servers, but some people have set up their own connections on their nodes to the internet to help facilitate even longer range. But yeah, you're just hopping little radio to little radio, and you're getting a mile to, depending on elevation and line of sight, maybe a few miles from from like A to B. Then to get from B to C, you got to rely on what's in between B and C. So it's a little precarious at best, but I find it very interesting, just the whole off-grid part of it. And I've just been curious to see how it works.
Yeah, this is KJ5ATA. Yeah, and you know what? It sounds really, really kind of new and crazy and weird and stuff. I mean, I like the idea that it's you don't need to have somebody else's license to be able to communicate with, because not everybody is going to be that way and all that. And when we talk on a regular analog FRS radio, it doesn't go too very far, and you can't do any LoRa to speak of. But anyways, yeah, it's just kind of a nutty thing. I just saw this at a ham fest, in Belton, and this guy was hawking this stuff, and he's printed plastic radios that he had sitting all over his countertop, and I thought they looked kind of a little kind of kooky. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to come like. But anyways, it's called Spectra 5. It's what the brand maker is, Spectra 5 or something like that. Anyways, and I just don't know about that. But you're into it, and well, best of luck for that. I may have to stand by and wait till however this thing how advances. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go, man. This is KJ5ATA.
KJ5ATA, KE8VZA here again. Well, it's good talking to you, and yeah, I didn't spend a lot of money on it. I was curious enough to at least get. I have two, but because I wanted to be able to message between them. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. There's a lot of interest in our club about it, and there's a couple people that have actually mounted them up on towers that they already had the towers. Like, hey, let's put the node up there, and they're able to message pretty well from there with other people. So we'll see how it goes. I'm like I said, I'm just scratching the surface. But yeah, a lot of those. There's a lot of people out there 3D printing cases. The case I have that I bought with my one unit is a nice case. It's a nice little plastic case. It doesn't look as rough as some of the ones I've seen that people have 3D printed. But yeah, that's what I know, which isn't much so far, but enough to pique my curiosity. So anyway, you have a good evening. Good talking with you. This is KE8VZA.
So KSFK, yeah, Eric and the guy. Yeah, well, some people haven't, there's so many things you can do with them. You can have them count, you can have them do all kinds of sensors. But yeah, just they are signaling, hopping. No one exactly has figured some people are scratching their heads right now. You know, so, but I'm sure the head scratching will end pretty soon. You know, because some of the people, they're really technically savage, are trying to, and you probably heard that, Eric, what Jason, I think, was one of them saying he was scratching his head a little bit exactly what we're going to do. But I'm sure things are going to come alive here soon. KCFQV.
Yeah, Mark, I heard about Jason's comment as well, and to some degree I'm scratching my head a little bit. It seems like it's a technology with potential, and I think probably, you know, obviously you need to get more nodes out there in the field to be able to hop signals off of. So we'll see how it goes. I saw a similar thing. There was a series called The Last Ship. It was a U.S. Navy destroyer that was out at sea when a big virus spread about the world. And at one point in the show, they had come back to the continental U.S., and there were people that were reprogramming cell phones to do LoRa. And it's really not that far-fetched, because 900 megahertz is one of the ranges in most cell phones, one of the frequency ranges. I don't know the exact frequency, but it's not too far-fetched. So maybe we'll have it on our cell phones at some point. I bet the carriers probably won't allow that to happen, though. Anyway, KE8VZA here.
All right, Eric, yeah, I'll let you go. I'm going to probably head for that way. Well, sometimes I check into that one net out there in Puget Sound, but sometimes I fall asleep. If I don't get in real quick, then I may fall asleep. Sometimes I fall asleep already. Matter of fact, I didn't do a couple things today. I didn't go to a Zoom meeting, which I sometimes do out in Seattle. I didn't go to the Louis net that's out there at 10. So I didn't do neither one of them. Yeah, just a little different tonight. I tried to dial out the phone on Allstar out to Oklahoma, and it didn't want to connect. Saying no connection. So I don't know what's going there. I know what's going there. There's an idiot out there. So we'll send it back to net, KZFQV. Well, not the net, because it's over with. So we'll just throw it out and done. Never, never land, KZFQV.
I guess you throw it out to the post net, right, Mark? We have pre-nets, we have nets, and now we have a post net. Anyway, good talking to you, Mark.
K9BLA, my real question was,
I think I'm going to head for the bed. So
what's the ham part of it? You know, the 10 watts, the more power. I don't really see anyone talking about that. I know you can't have it encrypted, but I'm not sure how much of a difference that makes.
Well, I don't know. But now I got, you guys, now I just got thinking, I got to look at the conferences and forums at Dayton. They should be getting put together. So, because there's only 1 month and a week away from Dayton. So I would almost want to think that the forms are being pretty well put together. I'm wondering if there's not something going to be there. KCFQV.
Hey, Mark.